Welcome to the T-Pac Arcade. Today's game is Mr. Do's Castle for the Atari 2600. In this 1984 elimination platformer from Parker Brothers, Mr. Do's Castle has been overrun with unicorns, which is apparently a bad thing. Now, I thought unicorns were a universal symbol of purity and goodness, but trespassers are trespassers, I guess. So there are 4 distinct single-screen levels to Mr. Do's Castle, each with an array of ladders, platforms made of cherry blocks and key blocks, and of course, unicorns. Mr. Do can't jump, but he can climb ladders and swing a mean hammer, because for some reason, classic arcade games and hammers seem to be inexplicably linked. Now, clearing the screens here can be accomplished a few different ways. First, you can hammer away all the cherry blocks, which, if the Atari graphics aren't quite legible enough, are the platforms with short black squares on them, as opposed to the key blocks, which have long black squares on them. Hammering blocks is trickier than it seems though, because you have to swing while standing right in the divot between them, or you're just gonna whiff. The second way to clear a stage is by defeating all the unicorns, which is only accomplished by hammering blocks onto them from above. You can hammer them while they duck into a hole to restore a block, but that'll just send them back to the top of the playfield. You're not solving the problem that way, you're just deferring it for later, which isn't quite advisable for any homeowner dealing with a unicorn infestation. Take it from Mr. Do. The last way to clear a stage is the best way, but also the most convoluted. If you hammer away every key block on the playfield, a chime will ring out, and you can run through the parapet at the top of the screen to turn all unicorns briefly into wandering bonus icons. And for each bonus icon you hammer, you earn 1 letter towards spelling out the word extra. Spell the whole word, and you clear the stage. And earn an extra life. Sweet. It is worth noting that hammering out the whole word in one go is basically impossible, but luckily, your letters carry over between rounds to just keep adding. Who knew spelling could be so rewarding? And violent. But to be fair, these unicorns have it coming. They've abandoned purity and goodness for annoyance and aggression. Especially the green ones, which move faster than the yellow and red ones. But no matter what color they are, there is one extra method I forgot to mention for defeating unicorns. If you hammer out both X blocks with a unicorn between them, that unicorn is done for, and it gets replaced with a nifty chain link drawbridge. The last gameplay element of note here is Mr. Do's finicky ladder kicking mechanics. For ladders positioned within the playfield, as opposed to the ones along the edges, you can push them 1 space left or right by walking above them in that direction. It's helpful for accessing block rows across gulfs, but won't necessarily save you if you hammer yourself into a soft lock. Which did happen to me once or twice. I managed to accidentally destroy all the paths I needed to climb up to the top rows of the screen, and since there were no unicorns left below to repopulate those blocks, I just had to reset the game. Oof. Visually, Mr. Do's Castle is a mixed bag. I think the playfield design is appealing, but there's a lack of clarity to everything that makes navigating a bit of a pain. Namely figuring out where you have to square up in the platform notches in order to hammer out blocks, and monitoring unicorns as they ascend and descend ladders, since you can't see them as they transition above and below floors. Although, not seeing them might be for the best, because these unicorn sprites are honestly a little disturbing. Mr. Do's Castle does have some excellent background chiptunes though, the main theme and the level clear theme. I just wish there were some sound effects to go along with them. How can you have a hammering arcade game without bleepy bloopy hammering arcade sounds? Come on, Parker Brothers, real missed opportunity here. The most novel aspect of Mr. Do's Castle is the variety of ways to clear a level. In my time with the game, I made sure to use each method at least once, but my primary goal was simply to finish the first loop. Granted, there's only 1 default challenge setting and only 4 stages to a loop, but I still needed a bit of luck and strategy to clear those 4. Like snagging the extra life bonus, and trying to hammer out stages from the top down as much as possible. My favorite part of this game is the key bonus thing, even if the process behind it is a little convoluted, and the controls are a little awkward, which is the one thing I'd change here. I wish there was a little more leniency in where you can position yourself to hammer away blocks. As is, you have to line up so precisely that I would whiff my hammer swings just as often as I would land them. Overall, Mr. Do's Castle is a bit of a learning curve, with its touchy controls and less than intuitive mechanics, but it really grew on me. So even if the unicorns here are corrupt, aggressive trespassers, the game they've infiltrated has plenty of purity and goodness to keep me coming back anyway.